It's Friday, about 7:15, April 25th, 2025. Front just came through this afternoon and we got a little rain, and we probably dropped over more than 20 degrees in temperature. Yeah. If you look there in the distance, you can see a bunny been out nibbling on my greenery. There he goes. Anyway, well, there goes somebody. Peach, quince, muscari, peach. That's a peach over there. Daffodils, of course, and it looks like they're just about done. Done. I turned the fountain off because a little bit of wind with that front, and oh my, it just blows half the water out. I like my larch. It's every direction. It just goes everywhere at once. How about the red bud? I trimmed it up in the fall over the winter. Get some of that stuff out. Things are changing so much now. Years ago, this had the center of it die out. It's finally coming back. I like it. Most things are scarred. Had some mishaps. These are some more of those patio peaches, and then a weeping peach. Are those colors just magical? They are. And what's that? That's what a Frankie or something like that. It's a monster. Wow. The crabs will be next week. They'll be blooming. My disappointment is nothing blooms long enough. I know it's blooming long enough, but I would like it longer because I'm greedy, I guess. Intermixed with the Quercus, the oaks that I planted over there to feed the wildlife. I got understory things planted that will stay smaller, and those are the red buds. Things are starting to mature, oh, there's one over by the barn. That's a crab. It's in bloom, that white. Wow. That happened since the rain. Yeah. Color in the landscape is dramatic. Look at that double flowering almond. It's starting to rock ever since the rain we had this afternoon. That's sort of nice. A lot of the daffodils have already been harvested and given away. That was fun. And then I got a couple beds that you can see it's just bare dirt. That is where dahlias, and zinnias, and gladiolas will be going. And then this fall, I'll be putting more peonies in there. Yeah. Golly. Aren't they just something? The beauty. Serviceberry. They're done. The tree. Have 3 of them there. They're done. The old time dogwood, not the fancy hybrid type, but just the dogwood. They're in bloom. They're not showy. See 'em? Not showy at all. I got 3 of them that are in bloom now. And those are like the ones we had at Camp Tamarack all those years ago. Anyway, a young sassafras over here is in bloom. They're not too showy either. Love me the sassafras. There they are. They're flowers. That's a hazelnut there. And this is my works. Compost, rocks, fresh wood chips, 3 or 4-year-old wood chips back there as a nice cover. These daffodils here are just coming in, and I'll be harvesting then. We'll be all done. The ones way back there they're done and gone. This is a weed bed there, but it will be something someday. And this is a peony bed. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 in each row. Yeah. And then this is the nursery. I got things in pots. They're in the ground. It helps them through the winter, you know, so the pots aren't exposed to that. And I keep them in there. This is another way I do it. I put a pot in a pot with wood chips around it. Anyway, these are the things that I will be putting out in the fall, most likely. Some oaks. And I also have some native plums. There's 3 there. There's a couple here. They're kind of bent over from the wind and all. But those will be nice. Again, native stuff. A lot of things I propagate myself or try to or divide, and that goes in here. You know, peonies, hyacinth, or hibiscus. Hibiscus. Anyway, It's sort of seeing the rough edges of the place. That's the barberry garden. That's getting some things changed around. Anyway, this is us. This is the sunset after a rain in the afternoon. About 50 degrees out. And just the home place. A lot of weeds. I need to get on top of those right now, or they'll be eating me alive. Well, it all depends on how worked up you get about weeds. Fritillarias, I think that's what those are called, those things standing up out there. They're in bloom. I'm trying them to see how they do. Anyway, everyone take care. Thank you. Be well.